won a Super Bowl with the Pittsburgh Steelers. In just a few years, you will see his bust in Canton, Ohio. Please welcome the bus, Jerome Bettis. What, you tripping him, Mike?
Catching him. Catching the good golf.
JB, so we're at the biggest golf tournament in the world, the FBR Open, and as I understand, you're a pretty good golfer, and you played 18 holes here. If we did, would you give me 30 strokes, and would I beat you?
Well, you know what? I haven't seen your swing. But
don't make a difference. Just think about
looking
it.
at your, your body, and how tall you are, you probably struggle a little bit, getting full contact. I think 30 strokes. I think I could whoop you 30 strokes. I could. I mean, not that you. I mean, I don't think you are that great of an athlete.
Why you got talking? Why you got?
Just joking.
Hey, Michael, it ain't fair to have somebody up here that won a Super Bowl.
I can see if you won a championship. You just happen to be on a team that won a championship.
I've been on a bunch of teams that won.
Save us, Rose, save us.
No, Jerome is from Detroit. I loved you. I saw him when he was a young boy in school. That's my man, 50 grand right there. We got a joke.
That's
John
lovely.
was Spider-Man.
That's right.
Hey, Jerome, you know what? According to one of your former teammates, I don't even really have to watch the Super Bowl because I already know the final score is going to be Giants 23, Patriots 17. That is according to Plexico Burris. Now, if you were still playing with Plex, what in the heck do you say to him?
Well, you know what? I say, hey, that's what you believe. I expect you to be out there proving the fact that, it's going to be 23-17. So you're going to be on the front line, but you better believe I will be right behind you. So, that's why I let them know, hey, you said what you said. We're not going to take it back. We're just going to make it happen.
Okay.
Well, another one of your former teammates been making the news, and Ben Roethlisberger, he said Pittsburgh Steelers need a tall receivers. Hein Wars did not like that. Do you think he was out of line?
Well, I think it was one of those deals where he was speaking in generalities, but the problem is when you say something like that, you're going to offend another teammate that you have. I can understand when he's saying matchups, a guy like Michael Irvin out there, on the outside could make a tremendous difference. But what you do have to understand is you have players that are there that are making plays for you, and you can't offend them. So if he would have said, you know what, if we could add a tall receiver to our mix, then, that would be something. But he spoke out of line in what he said, but I understood what he was getting at.
Trying to say.
Right. Hey, Jerome, you won a Super Bowl ring a couple years back when the Steelers beat the Seahawks in Super Bowl 40. As you look back at that game, what image stands out the most?
You know what? It's funny. The image for me was going out on the field before the game, before the team went out. Joey Porter, my very, very spontaneous former teammate, he told me, hey, run out there. We're going to be right behind you. Well, he pushed me out there. I took off. I'm running out there, and I look back, and the team wasn't behind me. So he kind of gave me a moment to be out there, in the spotlight, by myself. And it was a special moment for me, but he set me up.
Love it.
Walking out, and I remember the first time walking and getting ready to play in the Super Bowl, I was hyperventilating trying to get ready to play. Hey, you remember man Tom Brady, he's used to this.
Yes.
How do you think that would affect a guy like Eli Manning?
You know what, I really think, because I'm looking at Ben Roethlisberger when he first did, he didn't play particularly well in that football game. And, not to say that, he was nervous or anything, I think that plays a part when it's your first time. I mean, I went out there, I was a 12-year veteran, and I was nervous a little bit, because of the stage that we were on. So understanding that this is the Super Bowl, Eli is going to be a little nervous, and Tom, it's like it's another game.
Cool hand Luke is what I call it.
He's special.
All right, Jerome, what do you got going on this week? It's Promise Cardio Kickoff. What is that?
Well, what it is it's a humongous tailgate party that's going to be right across the street from the actual stadium And the idea here is to get people to think about heart-healthy living. I lost my father in 2006 to a heart attack, and my mother just had open heart surgery January the 16th. So for me, this is something that's very important and obviously close to my heart in the sense that we need to try to find ways, alternative ways, to eat healthier. And one of those would be Promise. You know, it's cardiologist endorsed, so, you know, it is good for your heart. That we know for sure. And the food doesn't taste bad. You know, it's one of those deals where we want to show you that by having this tailgate party. We want people to come out, enjoy it, try some of the foods. That way you get an opportunity to see that there are healthy alternatives out there. And if you can't come, promisehealthyheart.com, you can go to the website. They've got tips, advice, and recipes that's going to be there. They'll be there so you can just try it out for yourself. And it's something that we all should think about, man. I've been very, very health conscious now. Lost some weight,
Yeah, you
so
look good.
things going
Yeah,
well.
you look good.
Your earlobes are so much smaller.
Now listen, Jerome, you did your best work on the ground during your outstanding NFL career, but today we're going to let you run the halfback option. As you can see on our Best Damn Bullseye, we have all of our guests and all of our cast members throwing up there for the sake of charity. So why don't you get on up there, Rodney? Why don't you show him the way? Make sure he dips the football in chalk, and let's let the bus do his thing. Did you dip it in chalk? Got to dip it in chalk.
Well, we don't have a lot of time.
Oh, right over Rodney's head. Jerome Bettis, thank you very much. Let's hear it for the bus, everybody. Well, coming up next, it's Joe Theismann, who's arriving to Scottsdale in style, introducing the rally-inspired 2008 Mitsubishi Lancer. We'll ask Joe about his 2 Super Bowl experiences and much more. Joey T coming your way when we return to the Bird's Nest right after this.
Like zoinks, it's the cable guy.
Well, now that DirecTV has way more HD channels than cable, he had to try to stop everyone from switching to DirecTV.
Get over 90 of the best channels in HD now on DirecTV.
Introducing Pizza Hut's new Pizza Mia Pizza, made with whole milk mozzarella. And sauce made from vine-ripened tomatoes. Get 3 or more medium one-topping Pizza Mia pizzas for just $5 each every day.
$5?
Get more, not less. Pizza Hut. Order online.
One of my jobs here at the Lucky Eagle is to oversee the blackjack tables, which means I see my share of big hits pretty much every day. So when marketing was looking for someone to promote our next fight night on TV, I volunteered. I mean, who knows more about great cards than I do?
Wake up your whiskers with Electric Shave. Stands up whiskers for an up to 52% closer shave.
Man, that was close.
Electric Shave. Blade close. Electric smooth.
Winter skin itch? Get the quick fix. Skin rash itch? Get the quick fix. Gold Bond Anti-Itch Cream helps stop skin irritations and itches fast with 2 strong medicines. Got an itch? Get Gold Bond Anti-Itch Cream, the quick fix for almost every itch.
The Northwest Family and Kids Festival, presented by Comcast and KUIK Radio, Saturday and Sunday, February 9th and 10th. Games, sports and arts and crafts, exhibits featuring fire engines and police cars, healthcare, toys, camps, and music, home improvements, gardening fun, face painting, and much more. Details at KUIK.com.
Come to the Northwest Family and Kids Festival.
Welcome back to the Best Damn Super Bowl Bash. It's all presented by DirecTV. Allegedly, the Patriots and the Giants will be playing this Sunday in Glendale, Arizona. If you can't be here, just watch it on Fox. You've arrived safely back at the Bird's Nest here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Right now, time to check in with our Carissa Thompson. She's hanging out with a guy who knows a little something about Super Bowl week. Carissa?
All right, thank you, Chris. This guy, no stranger to Super Bowls. In fact, he's sporting a ring now. Nicely done. Jerry Rice, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so recently this year, Randy Moss broke your single-season TD record.
So you had to rub that in my face.
I'm sorry. I pointed out the ring, but we got to talk about this. Have you had a chance to talk to him since then?
No, but I was the first to congratulate him, and he did it in 16 games. I did it in 12.
There you go. Had to get that in there. Nicely done. Okay, so I got a hypothetical for you. The 89 49ers take on the Patriots this year. What happens?
The 89 49ers, we would kick butt.
There you go. You don't need to say much more than that. All right, so that's a good call. A lot of 49ers fans would agree with you on that one. Giants would actually like that as well. But speaking of call, you're doing something with Sprint this week. What do you got going on?
I'm here working with Sprint. And, you can go to sprint.com, and you can get all the updates, the score, the whatever. You can get the NFL Combine, the NFL Draft. And if you're not able to watch the Super Bowl, you can get, updates and highlights.
There you go. Jerry Rice, always connected. Thank you so much. But Jerry Rice isn't going anywhere. We got a competition coming up, and trust me, you don't want to miss this. Jerry Rice, stick around. Chris, it's all yours.
I love it. He is quite the entertainer as well, as is our next guest. He played in a pair of Super Bowls. Please welcome to the set, Joe Theismann.
God, I haven't heard that in years.
They love you, Joe. They love you, baby.
I thought, are they saying go or Joe? I'm not sure. I can't ever figure that out.
They love you. They love you.
I appreciate it. What a beautiful, sunny, warm day here in Arizona, huh?
We love it.
Well, the beautiful and sunny parts, okay.
All right, it's trivia time here for Joe Theismann. 25 years ago tonight, you were doing...
Right now, I was working.
Yeah,
I was cheering for John Riggins as he broke off left tackle, and he started down the sidelines, and I went, oh, Joe, please let John get all the way there. And John Riggins scores a touchdown. We wind up winning, and we're world champions on this day 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Listen, at that point, you were a grizzled veteran, and
I was grizzled. I know that much.
So you realize that your dream comes true. The emotions that are going through your brain at that point are what?
It is a dream come true. I mean, it's everything. When you're a Pop Warner football player, a high school football player, you emulate those guys that are out running around in Super Bowls because that's the biggest game you can play. And then all of a sudden, if everybody out there takes their wildest dream and says, gosh, I wish this would happen in my life, all of a sudden you're standing there almost in a state of disbelief that this has actually happened to us. We actually are the champions of world football. And you sit down and it doesn't hit you until later because you float around on this little cloud. I do not remember running off the field. I remember putting the ball up in the air, putting my finger up number one, but it felt like I was just on this cloud. I don't remember my feet going one in front of the other. I just remember like it was just floating right on into the locker room where there was a huge eruption of enthusiasm.
I remember running off the field because I ran right to the club. And I was let's party around this world. Let's go.
You haven't stopped running since. That was the first time he ran, and he's still going. Catch me now. I'm Michael.
Oh, man.
That works.
I am so much older because I would have finished that joke and I let it go.
All right. In a
I
heartbeat.
can't believe I matured.
Wow.
Hey,
In a
Joe,
heartbeat.
you played with some great receivers, but how great do you think your numbers would be if you were throwing to number 88 right
Well, I got to tell you something. I had the privilege to play with a guy like number 88, Art Monk. Art and Michael were very, very similar in their style. Great big body types. Once they got their hands on the football, you couldn't get it away from them. But I'll tell you something. I used to watch him and Troy throw it around, and believe you me, they were so special to watch. Having a guy like Art Monk to throw to gives you great appreciation when you watch people like Michael and Troy work. You think to yourself, that's what football is all about. That's what Montana and Rice is all about. That's what Brady and Moss is all about. I consider myself very lucky to be able to say in a combination that I had a great receiver like Michael to be able to throw the ball to.
There's no way, though, you could have handled 88 coming back to that huddle if you didn't throw it to him.
I'm
And
open.
saying,
I'm open.
I'm open.
Oh,
I'm open. Throw it to me.
I had guys, and I would never say a word to them. All I would do is say, Michael, I know you were open. And if you ever want to get a ball again, you just shut up.
He would.
And you know what he would say? A lot. I'm sure he would say.
I would have got quiet because I wanted the ball.
Oh, you
Well,
always
let me
wanted the
tell you,
ball.
did
Now,
I-
after the game, we might have had some issues.
But I had a question. Did you ever? What did Troy ever say? Like you came back demanding the football. What did Troy ever say to you?
Well, you know, the thing is, I would say that to Troy, Troy, I'm open. He says, Michael, you're always open. like, what are you telling me new? You know, even when you're covered, you're open. So, you know, he kind of just played it off.
But
Well,
you
here's the
got
other-
mad in practice when you didn't get the ball.
Because
Because he
in
was
practice-
open.
Wait,
in
Michael
practice-
didn't go to practice?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
I
did, he
practice
did.
all the time. Practice very hard now, but in practice we would throw to people that we know we're not throwing to in the game. So we're wasting time. Let's practice kinetically, like we're going to play
All
in
right.
the game.
No.
Not,
That's
unfortunately,
real.
not that we're wasting time
We're
right now. but
saving
Joe,
you.
But you
We're
guys
saving
have
you.
big lungs, and this is a TV show. Go ahead, Chris.
Joe, actually, you have an important message, and you've been relaying that every week, all week here during
Right.
the Super Bowl. What is it?
And I appreciate the opportunity. I've been a part of a campaign called EP in America, and it deals with